Hi, my name is Alvin Rightler. I am an attorney here in Brighton, Michigan. Thank you for coming to my website and clicking on the link that relates to this ebook. I'm here in my office, the office where I do most of my work. It's not where I meet with clients, but it is an office where I do the things that relate to estate planning and long-term care planning. I thought I would take a couple minutes and just explain to you what this ebook is all about. It is a PDF file. So when you share your contact information with me, it'll come to you directly in your email. You can download it to any of your devices and read it at your leisure. And after you're done reading it and thinking about it, I hope that you'll take the time to give me a call. We can set up an appointment to sit down and talk about this. It'll be about 30 to 45-minute appointment just to kind of explore where you're at and what it is you want to achieve and whether or not we are a right fit for each other. I thought it would be good to just go through the table of contents real quickly and let you know what's in this book and why the information is so valuable. I didn't learn the stuff in this book until I went off to law school, and then it's taken some time since then in study. When I was younger, I just didn't give much thought to the estate planning process. And so I was really very ignorant about it. But I don't want you to be ignorant about it. You don't need to be, because there are tools out there, and this is one of them, to give you the information you need to think about your own planning process. But the table of contents starts out with, what is estate planning? So the booklet starts out immediately with trying to explain what this process is all about. Chapter 2 is about the probate process. Part of the reason for estate planning is to avoid your family from having to go into probate when you pass away or when other loved ones pass away, because they've done the proper prior planning. But nevertheless, there are probate courts, and there's one in your county, and the probate court could very well be involved in settling the affairs of your estate. Chapter 3 is probably the most important chapter. It's about Medicaid planning, or as I subtitle it, avoiding nursing home poverty. Another way I put it is avoiding the ravages, the financial ravages of long-term care. This is extremely important because most of us, more than half of us, will spend some time in long-term care in a nursing home facility. We are an aging population, we're living longer, and because of that, nursing homes become more and more a necessary part of our lives, especially towards the end of our lives. The next chapter has to do with trusts. What are trusts? Why they can be such excellent tools in the planning process to help you properly protect and distribute the assets that you have accumulated, how they can be used to avoid the probate process and keep the affairs of your life private to yourselves and to that of your family. Chapter 5 has to do with designing the estate planning process, designing your estate plan, what elements should be involved. Another chapter is on the powers of attorney, why these are so important. Medical power of attorney for designating a patient advocate who will make medical decisions on your behalf. Durable power of attorney, extremely important dealing with the financial affairs and legal matters that you will encounter. And these tools become extremely important if you become incapacitated. It could be incapacitated from an accident, from a disease. It doesn't matter what it is. If you get into a position where you can't make decisions for yourself in these areas, you need to have someone you love and trust already appointed that can do this without getting, again, the probate court involved. But this chapter information is extremely important to help you achieve that objective. Then there's a chapter on living wills. What are they? Why you should have one in place. The next chapter has to do with avoiding the estate tax. Now, most people don't have an estate tax problem, but there are some who do. And those people need to put their affairs in such a condition and such a prior planning position that they will maximally avoid estate taxes, or your family will, when you pass away. So that chapter is important. It's important for a small number of you that might come to this website, but nevertheless, it's very important information if you fall into that category. And then finally, a comprehensive plan, putting it all together so that your plan achieves your objectives. I've been waving around here my iPad because that's where I have my copy of this PDF file. It's on my iPad. It could be on my iPhone or on my computer. That's what's in the ebook in terms of topics, and I want to get that into your hands as soon as I can. So would you please take the time to fill out the contact information that you'll see on this page. Send it off to me. It'll come to you in your email right away. Take the time to read it, consider it, discuss it with your spouse, with your loved ones, and then set up an appointment. Call me. Call my office, and we'll set up a time, 30 to 45 minutes, to talk to you about what we can do for you, whether or not we're a right fit for each other, and proceed from there. But I hope that you'll take the time to get the book, take the time to read it, think about it, and then hopefully you'll give me a call. Again, thank you for coming to my website. Thank you for listening to this brief intro to the book, and I look forward to hearing from you later.